Hey, what's good, powerful people? This is the Power Living with Purpose podcast with David C. Henderson, and this is the health tip of the week. How to tell your taste buds it's time to grow up. Part 2. All right, the health tip is printed in the Tuskegee News every Thursday and is sponsored by American Health and Fitness Services. We bring the fitness center to you through virtual personal training, diet and fitness coaching, refrigerator and cabinet virtual review, as well as on-site exercise classes for workplaces, schools, churches, locations, any community location, in groups, and also production of weight loss tea and alkaline water and delivery in the central Alabama area, expanding nationwide, and also hiring nationwide. All right, and also many other things coming as well in addition. All right, meal prep coming back as soon as well. Okay, now, so last health tip I talked about the root of most health problems of today's adults being basically because adults are still eating like children during their adult lives instead of shifting to much healthier foods and drinks which will prevent disease and help them live longer and stronger, help them prevent and fight disease and help them live longer and stronger. So now let's go ahead and make a list of the most unhealthy foods that children and teenagers are attracted to, but can generally burn off through activity and metabolism, whereas all the adults, mostly over the age of 25, especially over 30, should steer clear of 90% of the time and only eat in moderation on weekends or once a week or on special occasions. All right, including the people who are highly physically active, even if you're working out every day, all that type of stuff, especially muscular activity. Muscular activity is what keeps your metabolism up, not just walking and jogging and running, all that. You need muscular activity to keep your metabolism up. All right, but I've put the worst foods into 3 groups, and we can call them collectively the terrible 10. All right, so number 1, candy. All right, there is no redeeming benefit of eating candy for adults over the age of 30, unless it's dark chocolate, which has some health benefits, some that has the sugar-free version, those like that. But the traditional artificial colors, high sugar, all those type of things, those traditional candies, there's typically no redeeming value to any of them. All right. So basically, if you're an adult and you're putting over 20 grams of sugar in your body at one time, and you're not getting ready to burn that off within the next hour or two, you're just basically killing yourself slowly. So it destroys your teeth, overworks your pancreas, destroys your waistline, and it also limits your lifespan. So for adults who are eating candy with more than 20 grams of sugar per serving, it's long overdue to tell your taste buds it's time to grow up. All right. So, like I said, other than certain ones, your dark chocolate, your sugar-free, some other ones, it's pretty much no redeeming value to most candy. All right. So, number 2, the second group. Cookies, pastries, cakes, and pies. Okay, including donuts and things like that. Traditional ones. Now, currently, over 50% statistically of all Americans are overweight. All right, and the number 1 culprit is carbohydrates. Carbs. More specifically, sugar. Therefore, adults who are already overweight and have any type of health problems, especially diabetes, eating sugary baked goods that are high in carbs on a regular basis makes 0 sense whatsoever, aside from like the little 100-calorie packs and only eating one of those at a time, not eating like 2, 3, 4 of those, but eating one of those 100-calorie packs, or having one small piece of something, or one small cookie, one small piece of something, or having something on the weekend, but not during the week. Or having it on special occasions. All those sugary baked goods are basically self-sabotage. You're destroying your pancreas. You're making it where your waistline is never going to shrink. where the scale is never going to go down, and basically destroying your teeth as well. And overall, it's long overdue. So overall, cookies, pastries, cakes, pies, and all that stuff on a regular basis, it's time to tell your taste buds it's time to grow up. All right. Not saying you can't ever do it, but weekends only, not during the week, for example, special occasions, those type of things, or small amounts. That's how you do it. Okay. Not every day a pack or, a bunch or whatever, or a handful of this and that. Okay. Burgers, hot number 3, the third category. We got your party foods or your sports foods, which is ridiculous because there's no reason whatsoever to think that just because you're watching sports, you have to eat unhealthy just because you're watching sports. You can eat the same healthy foods that you normally eat when you're not watching sports, when you are watching sports. I mean, it makes no sense. All right. But hopefully, eventually, American Health and Fitness Services will have a solution for that too. Okay. But the third group, the party foods, burgers, hot dogs, pizza, fried foods, and soda. Now, what many people call these things American foods is just ridiculous. Shows how stupid we are nutritionally. These American foods may very well be the reason why Americans are dying before the age of 65 and many dying before the age of 50, some dying before the age of 40 from preventable health diseases that come largely from eating these foods, these American foods, or these sports foods, these party foods. Now, if you took a group of scientists, put them all together, and said, we're going to give y'all a task. We want y'all to come up with the most unhealthy foods possible, ones that could lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, dementia, arthritis, and cancer. When y'all come up with those foods that can do that, we're going to give y'all a prize. They would come up with these foods. They would say, okay, burgers, hot dogs, pizza, fried foods, and soda. You do that, and I guarantee you're going to have you some diabetes, some high blood pressure, high cholesterol, develop dementia, arthritis, and possibly cancer if you do that. And we will give them an award for that because they are absolutely 100% correct. All right. So either a combination of all of those foods on a regular basis, some combination of those foods on a regular basis will lead to every major health problem that plagues society right now. And it's been mostly over the last 50 years. Partly to blame is the food pyramid because it had carbs at the bottom. Meanwhile, carbs are the hardest component of food to burn off. Your diet as a human being should be mostly fruits and vegetables, then your protein, and then carbs last at the bottom. The carbs should be the last thing you should be going for. All right, fruits and vegetables first, then protein, then carbs. Carbs should be the smallest part, not the biggest part. And they wonder why over the last 50 years, we had a worldwide obesity epidemic because y'all told everybody to eat carbs. Okay, so in conclusion, there's one requirement of people who want to look better, feel better, and live longer, and that's simply to eat better. All right, outside of trying to exercise every day, you are what you eat as well. You are what you eat. Okay, so as I've said before, the best possible diet, healthy fruits, fruits and vegetables, protein, also healthy fats, which include your olive oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, margarine, throw that in the trash, all of the other type of unprocessed, different type of things. Try to go as natural as possible. Cow's milk, pour that down the drain. Need to go lactose-free. Everything, try to go lactose-free. But yogurt and cheese have very small amounts of lactose compared to milk. And also just the terrible 10. So the terrible 10, once again, are candy, cookies, pastries, cakes, and pies, burgers, hot dogs, pizza, fried food, and soda. If you can avoid those most of the time, only on the weekends, or only on special occasions, or only in a very small amount, and not on an everyday basis or a regular basis, you have a very good chance of avoiding all those major health problems. It's time to tell your taste buds, we're getting older. It's time to grow up. This is the health tip of the week from American Health, sponsored by American Health and Fitness Services. Stay powerful, my friends.